Hey everyone, and welcome back to EngVibes. I have a question for you. How much time do you spend on your phone every day? Be honest. If it feels like you're constantly scrolling through Instagram, glued to YouTube Shorts, or chatting on WhatsApp, you're not alone. We all do it. But what if I told you that all that time online could actually help you improve your English? It's true. Social media and apps can be amazing tools for language learning, but only if you use them in the right way. That's what we're going to explore in this video. Get ready for some practical tips and tricks to boost your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and even your confidence in speaking English, all through the power of social media. Let's dive in. Okay, let's start with the platform we all know and love, YouTube. Now, YouTube is obviously brilliant for entertainment, but for anyone learning English, it's a goldmine. Trust me, I spent hours in the library at Hogwarts, and I would have given anything for a resource like YouTube. First things first, subscribe to channels that are dedicated to teaching English. EngVibes, of course, is a great place to start, but there are so many others out there doing incredible work. BBC Learning English and English Addict are fantastic options. Now, don't feel like you have to dedicate hours to this. Even watching just one short lesson every day can make a huge difference. And here's a little study tip from a former Hermione Granger: always turn on the English subtitles. Think about it. You're listening to how words are pronounced and seeing how they're spelled at the same time. It's like double the learning. Another thing I love about YouTube is that you can pause, rewind, and replay as much as you need. Don't be afraid to listen to a sentence or a phrase multiple times to really let it sink in. In fact, try repeating after the speaker. It might feel a bit silly at first, but mimicking native speakers is one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation and intonation. Now here's how to really make YouTube your personal English tutor. Create playlists. Yes, just like you do for your favorite music. Organize videos into different categories like vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, or listening practice. That way, you can easily find what you need to work on. And if you come across a section you really want to master, use the loop feature to play it over and over again. It's like having your own personal language lab. Oh, and one last tip before we move on. Change your YouTube app's language settings to English. I know it sounds simple, but this one small change will force you to navigate menus and settings in English, making it a part of your everyday experience. Let's be real, Instagram and TikTok are designed to be addictive. But instead of just watching funny cat videos, although those are great too, why not use these platforms to give your English a boost? Start by following English teachers, language coaches, and educational accounts that post quick tips, new vocabulary, and grammar tricks. You'd be amazed at how much you can learn in just a few seconds. To find these awesome accounts, search for hashtags like #LearnEnglish, #EnglishTeacher, or #EnglishVocabulary. And here's a tip for organizing what you find. Save the posts and reels that you like, so you can go back and review them later. You can even create collections within Instagram to categorize them. For example, you could have a collection specifically for phrasal verbs, another one for idioms, and so on. But learning English isn't just about memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary lists. It's about experiencing the language in a natural way. That's where reading captions and stories in English comes in. Pay attention to the language that native speakers use in casual settings. How do they structure their sentences? What kind of slang or informal expressions do they use? And here's the most important part: don't just scroll passively. Engage. Leave comments in English, answer poll questions, and even start conversations with other learners in the comments section. The more you practice using English in a social context, the more confident you'll become. Now let's talk about the apps that were specifically designed to help you learn English, and one of my personal favorites has to be Duolingo. What I love about Duolingo is that it turns learning into a game. You earn points, complete challenges, and compete with friends. It's a fun and engaging way to learn new words and grammar rules. And the best part is, even dedicating just 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. But don't limit yourself to just one app. Memrise is another fantastic option. They use these really clever videos with native speakers to teach you real-life phrases and expressions. It's brilliant for improving your pronunciation and getting used to different accents. Another type of app that I highly recommend are flashcard apps like Anki or Quizlet. These are great for reviewing vocabulary. You can use pre-made decks or even create your own flashcards based on the new words you've come across on social media or in YouTube lessons. And if you're looking for a hidden gem, check out the BBC Learning English app. This app is a treasure trove of resources from videos and quizzes to short news reports, all designed to help you improve your English step by step. The key with any learning app is consistency. Set aside even just 15 minutes each day for focused practice. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make over time. Chapter 4. Unlocking Fluency with Chat Apps. Now you might be thinking, chat apps? Those are just for chatting with friends. And you're right, they are. But that's exactly what makes them such great tools for practicing your English. Think about it. When you're chatting with friends, you're relaxed, you're being yourself, and you're focused on communication. It's the perfect environment to let go of any fears or insecurities you might have about speaking English. One way to use chat apps for language learning is to join English-speaking groups or study circles. These groups are full of people from all over the world who are passionate about learning English. You can chat with them about your day, ask questions, share resources, and practice your writing skills. If you're not quite ready to join a group, that's okay. Ask a friend who speaks English to have a quick chat with you in English for 10 minutes each day. It doesn't have to be anything formal. You can talk about your favorite TV shows, what you had for dinner, or your plans for the weekend. The important thing is that you're using English in a natural, conversational way. And here's a fun way to practice your speaking send voice messages in English. It's a great way to get comfortable with speaking out loud without the pressure of a live conversation. Plus, you can listen back to your recordings and track your progress over time. Another tip? Try posting your WhatsApp status in English once a day. It's a small change, but it's a great way to get in the habit of thinking and writing in English. You might even inspire your friends to join you on your language learning journey. Chapter 5. Podcasts and audiobooks, your English companions. Are you always on the go, constantly rushing from one place to another? Then podcasts and audiobooks are about to become your new best friends. One of the biggest challenges of learning a new language is finding the time to practice. But with podcasts and audiobooks, you can literally immerse yourself in English while you're commuting, exercising, cooking, or even just relaxing at home. Start by subscribing to podcasts that are specifically designed for English learners. Some of my favorites include The English We Speak, Voice of America, Learning English, and All Ears English. These podcasts use clear, easy-to-understand language, and they often focus on specific grammar points, vocabulary, or cultural topics. If you're ready for something a bit more challenging, try listening to podcasts or audiobooks at regular speed. Don't worry if you don't understand every single word at first. Just focus on getting the general idea of what's being said. As you listen to more and more English, you'll be amazed at how quickly your comprehension skills will improve. And here's a technique that I find really helpful for improving pronunciation and fluency. It's called shadowing. Basically, you listen to a sentence or a phrase and then you pause the recording and try to repeat it exactly how the speaker said it, paying close attention to their intonation and rhythm. It might feel a bit strange at first, but trust me, it works. There are so many apps that offer a vast library of English podcasts and audiobooks. Spotify and Audible are great places to start, but there are many others out there. And if you can, try to find transcripts or subtitles to follow along with as you listen. This will help you to connect the spoken word with the written word, which can be really helpful for improving your vocabulary and grammar. Chapter 6. Become an English creator. So far we've talked a lot about consuming English content, watching videos, listening to podcasts, reading articles, and while those are all essential parts of the learning process, there's one thing that will take your English to the next level: creating your own content. Now, I know what you're thinking. Emma, I'm not ready to be making videos or writing blog posts in English. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't even have to be good. The goal is simply to start using English in a creative way. Think about it. When you have to express yourself in a new language, you're forced to think more deeply about grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structure. It's like giving your brain a workout. Plus, when you create something, you're more likely to remember it. So, what kind of content can you create? Well, the possibilities are endless. You could start a blog and write short entries about your day, your thoughts, or your experiences learning English. You could share your favorite English words or idioms on Instagram or Facebook. You could even make short videos talking about your hobbies, your culture, or your goals for the future. If you're feeling camera shy, don't worry. You can start by recording voice notes on your phone or writing in a journal. The important thing is to find a creative outlet that you enjoy and that allows you to practice using English in a fun, pressure-free way. And here's a bonus tip. If you do decide to create videos, add captions. Not only will this make your videos accessible to a wider audience, but it will also help you to focus on your grammar and spelling. Outrow, keep vibing with English. So there you have it. Who knew that social media and apps could be such powerful tools for learning English? It's not about spending less time online, it's about being more intentional with the time you do spend online. Follow the right accounts, use the right tools, and make English a natural part of your everyday digital life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to EngVibes for more English learning tips and tricks, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, I'm curious to hear from you. Which app do you use the most to learn English? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and keep vibing with English, only on EngVibes.